Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and I've got a fun show for you guys. Just like I say every episode, you're gonna get that a lot. So where did they go? All right, here. I got movies that I picked up on eBay, and there's one that I got from Paul, which was a Dollar Tree, but isn't going to go in my Dollar Tree hauls because I didn't buy it from Dollar Tree. So I'm counting it as it's not in eBay, but you know, it there's a bonus movie. All right, so first off, I bought this movie, and this is a film that I am really super excited to dive back into. It's got loads and loads of special features, and that was not a pun intended, but is a pun when you watch the movie. Here you go, and see what it is. It's Orgasmo. Orgasmo. So, if you don't know anything about this, this is Trey Parker and Matt Stone's movie they did like right after South Park or right before. I think it was right after South Park. I think they had filmed some stuff for South Park, but didn't think like South Park would last because of their humor and their stuff. So they went out and did another movie. Their first movie was Cannibal the Musical. Their second was this. Their third live action film was Basketball, which I already own. I need Cannibal the Musical on Blu-ray, which I think Troma does sell it. So next time I see Troma or whatever, I'm gonna pick that up. It's by far one of my favorite Trey and Matt movies too. I love it to death, but so is this. Orgasmo. Basically, if you haven't seen it, it's about what's his name? Trey Parker plays this guy who is a Mormon who is going door to door in Los Angeles, thinking he can somehow with his buddy, um, uh, with his other elder with him, they think they can, change the world and get everybody on board. So they're knocking on doors and doing the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Mormon stuff. Um, so they end up knocking on the door of a porno set and they are looking for the next Orgasmo, which is a superhero, porno superhero. So they ask him to basically do it, and he's very Christian and very, this is like all new to him, and he doesn't understand this, and but he needs money for his wedding, so he's willing to do it, and it's just wacky shenanigans happen. But if you're not into like you definitely don't like porn stuff and porn parody stuff. I mean, there's nudity, sort of like, well, a lot of what they do for the nudity is anytime they're showing like a female part, like a breast or something, they kind of all of a sudden put an ass in the camera. It's so funny. They do it just to be like, because like this isn't supposed to be sexy to like anybody. This is not a sexy movie. This is a comedy. This is silly. This is just fun. Matt Stone plays a photographer who gets really excited very easily, and uh, what's his catchphrase? It's something like uh um I don't want to sound I don't want to sound gay or nothing, or is I either gay or nothing or queer or nothing, queer or nothing. But I think Depeche Mode is a great band. Right? It's so random and so funny. It's so goofy. I love the movie. It is a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, it's just great. Next up is a movie that goes kind of opposite direction of that, but is once again is a comedy, starring Drew Barrymore, and it has Never Been Kissed, a movie I watched recently, like last year or earlier this year, maybe. Um, I absolutely fell in love with this movie when I first watched it. I thought it was cute, adorable, funny, and just what I needed at that time to watch. I think this movie is something that if you're in sort of a down mood or you just need something to just sort of pick you up and everything, this should be people's go-to movie. This is definitely up there. I liked it. It's basically Drew Barrymore goes back to school, high school, but now like years later, and she was like the nerd, so now she's better looking. She's trying to get out of the nerd thing, and she hopes that like she doesn't slip back into it. But of course, at times she does slip back into being a nerd because sort of we are who we are. We can't really fight and become somebody different than we are necessarily. Not in my opinion. In my opinion, you can't do that. So there you go. Never Been Kissed. And it's funny, it's got David Arquette and some big names in it. Lily Sobieski, Molly Shannon, Gary Marshall, John C. Riley. I mean, what a fantastic cast. Speaking of another fantastic cast in a movie that sort of um goes with this, it's the opposite of high school. So this starts out in middle school, 13 going on 30, then goes up to the girl, becomes a 30-year-old woman, and has to sort of in today's time, like, in the future, she is now 30 years old and she is a due to some magic dust, she gets to become 30 and see what it's like. Now, my only problem with this movie is that it didn't make sense at one point why she was saying like dirty, dirty, flirty, and 30 kind of thing, like I don't know why she was like murmuring that. I feel like something got cut or something like in the script or whatever because like it just kind of skips to that and I feel like it rushes it, you know? Um, I'm not saying we needed like a longer time of her being um, being a child, but I feel like uh we just it just sort of like all of a sudden she wants to be 30. I wish there was just one line in there where she was like, I wish I was I wouldn't, if I were 30, I wouldn't have to deal with this crap. Something like that. Something as simple as that early on can now all of a sudden make her, you understand why she wants to be 30. But then, like, when she just does that as a kid, it's like, I want to be 30, I want to be 30. And all of a sudden she's 30. It doesn't sort of work for me necessarily on that. So I, I did love the rest of the movie. It's so funny, so goofy. I mean, she is Jennifer Garner does such a fantastic job in this. Mark Ruffalo, you know, pre-Hulk was fantastic. Let's see, Judy Greer. I mean, such Andy Serkis. I mean, there were some fantastic actors in this film and just a lot of fun. Just a great, cute little movie. Once again, kind of like Never Been Kissed, where it's just a cute little enjoyable movie. Not meant to be super serious or anything. It's just fun. Bought that on eBay as well. Now I just got this today, so that's interesting that I'm doing this. And I was like, oh well, I might as well do my eBay video. It's gonna go up soon anyway, so let's do it. Sherlock. I got the first complete series. There's only 3 episodes on it. Two on the first disc, one on the last disc. There's a couple commentary tracks. It's set like a movie, so it's like an hour and a half long instead of like an hour or less long. Um, so it's almost like 3 movies, 3 feature-length films in one. Um, I'm excited to dive into this, but I don't know. We'll see. I've never seen any of the Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman. Now, I love both of them. Like, I love Doctor Strange, and I love, yeah, what is his name? Ah, Rupert Everett, Rupert, yeah, that guy. Um, Rupert Everett or something, or yeah, something like that. He is the, in was it all the Marvel MCU, stuff with the Black Panther. Fantastic cast in that, but I'm definitely excited to see what happens. I mean, the first commentary episode is with Mark Gaddis, which I'm guessing is the creator, Stephen Moffat and Sue Vertu. Episode 3 has Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman, and Mark Gaddis. So, um, people from the creators and whatnot. It's just Sherlock. It's a Sherlock story. Just updated for like today's stuff, which I think is pretty neat. Um, I'm excited about that. Now, here's the movie I got from Paul that I didn't order from eBay, and I did not own on Blu-ray. And so originally he told me about it, and I thought he had it on DVD, which I had no interest in the DVD of it because I think I have the DVD of it. I just don't have the Blu-ray of it yet. And that is Dracula Untold. Um, John Ward did a reviews after midnight on this, so that was pretty cool. I don't think I've even seen this. I'm a huge fan of Dracula, and I know like this is supposed to be sort of more about Vlad the Impaler and stuff. But um the origin. This is the origin of Dracula. Was it Warner Universal that did it? Yep. So this was like I think at the time where they were trying to do the whole uh Dracula and Frankenstein and all the monsters, and they started with the Mummy. Big mistake when they did that. That just didn't work and they spent way too much money and didn't get everything back for it and flopped and if they had started with something a little easier, really, or if this was more of that, like connecting thing, I think it would have worked better. But I don't know. I'd like to check this out and let you guys know what I think. All right, so that is it. All five of these, I think. Was it five? One, two, three, four, five. Five ones. I am super excited to dive back into like I really once again I love Orgasmo. I love Never Been Kissed. I love everything. I just haven't really seen all of these, or whatever. So, that way. Whatever. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little video of my eBay pickups. I'm gonna be doing a lot more pickup videos as I'm picking things up. Which means on my Instagram I won't really showcase things until like they're already out or so if I even feel like showcasing them because I want you guys to come to the YouTube channel. I don't want you guys to see a sneak peek of what I already have necessarily. But sometimes it'll be all right. A lot of stuff I do post beforehand, and then I put them on the haul video. So you'll eventually get to see them on the haul, and I can talk more about them actually in the video. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and tell me, are you a fan of any of those movies that I just picked, or are you not? Let me know. All right, bye.